everybody. Welcome to today's stream. As you may notice, I am not Bryce. So, Bryce's computer actually broke, so you're stuck with me, Logan, today. And yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. Hopefully not crash. Today we're flying the amazing Boeing 727-200 freighter, FedEx, from FlyJSim. And we're going from Boston to... where are we going, actually? Washington. So, yeah, be a great flight, and let's get started. This plane has some pretty awesome visuals, as you can see. The reflection of the light is pretty awesome. Is my mic not on? Says my mic's on. Can you guys hear me? I assume you can hear me? Okay. Cool. Okay, cool. You can all hear me. That's all good. Turn on our external power. Okay. I don't think since we're at a cargo ramp we need to start the APU, so we can just get right on. This thing does not have a flight management computer, actually, so it's going to be VOR navigation, which is going to be pretty cool. So we can call... let's connect to... Our call sign today is FedEx 284. Perfect. Got lots of ATC here today. So 1219 is going to be our frequency. There we go. Boston ground, FedEx 284, radio check.
FedEx 284, Boston ground, 555.
Perfect. Okay. Let's do our fueling first, real quick. So, today we're going to be carrying 26.1 pounds of fuel. 26.5, a little conservative is better. And our cargo is 39.3. So, 39.
Holding short, runway.
That looks about right. We can throw on our fuel pumps.
November, taxi departing via November, Alpha, Echo, feed needed. Alpha, Echo, American District.
Okay. I really like the 727, and it looks like it's snowing, so be an interesting departure. And we got our clearance. And Boston Ground, thank you for the reroute, but we are VOR only for this flight.
Oops, I see that. I did not read that. Sorry about that. I'll get away for you, thanks.
No worries at all. Okay, let's get our weather in Boston. Okay, so in Boston, I'm just looking at my iPad here. The weather is going to be 3 statute miles visibility, few clouds at 900 feet, overcast at 2,100, very cold, -2 degrees, temperatures 2,997. We'll set that 1, 2, 3. So very cold day. And 1, 2, 3. Cool. We'll set our minimums on the first officer side because I guarantee you I will forget it. And we'll make our initial climb out at 200. That we can go a little faster. This thing has no auto throttle, which is pretty cool. Departing runway is 9. Okay, so
American 1337 shut down engines. Thank you for your
runway 9. Now the good thing about the 727 being so old, takes barely any. Yes, I probably will need de-ice. Most definitely, we'll have anti-ice on for takeoff. We have information Mike for our ATIS. And we're just waiting for our reroute. Test our stall warning. That's all good. Our window heats are on. One thing I really like about this plane is the actual reflections of the lights. Like, that's not a texture, that's an actual reflection, which is really, really, really cool. Okay. Still just waiting for our clearance. Probe heaters are on. Okay, there we go. 1401. 340. Maintain 5,000. And 13300 for our departure. And great. That's awesome. So 1, 4, 0, 1. Get a little light test because this plane actually simulates light failures, which is pretty cool. So we gotta make sure our bulbs are all working. Looks like they are. That's what I'm talking about with those reflections. It just looks so cool. Okay. So, our 340, and what is our landing? Elevation. Let's just get that so we don't have to worry about it. It's going to be 313 feet. That's looking all good. We'll leave that like that for now. Okay, so let's do our 2 initial VORs. Put that in the nav. So 117.4.
Ground southwest.
Our second one is 116.6.
Push off of Bravo 32 onto Alpha.
cool. Okay. So we are pretty much ready to go. Do one last kind of check here.
November current altimeter 29907.
29907, already set. Initial is 5,000. And let's get our departure runway, which is 9er. And let's get some taxi charts real quick. 360th sub, congrats. And runway 9er is 9er2 for the heading. Niner 2, we can set that to heading. There we go, and this is our autopilot panel, so it doesn't look like any new Boeings you will be used to, and our fire panel is here. Let's test that. So, a little different than what you're used to. Turn on our lights.
Boston ground, November 177, Kilo Mike on Foxtrot.
Okay.
Holding short of Mike. November 177, Kilo Mike, Boston ground, what's in Boston? Taxi, we have Foxtrot. Cross runway 4 left.
And I think we are ready to start on this very snowy day in Boston. So we can turn our galley power off, our packs off. Make sure this guy gets to 40. If it doesn't, it's going to make our life pretty hard. Close enough. And let's start engine number 3. So we're going to go 312. Actually, you know what? I forgot. We got to do before start checklist. So, before start checklist, cockpit preparation procedures are complete. Anti-skid is checked and on. Stall warning, I checked. Emergency exit lights are armed. Passenger signs are not applicable. We're a cargo plane. Window heat is on. Anti-ice is closed. Flight instruments, altimeters, and flight directors set and cross-checked. Compasses are synced and cross-checked. Airspeed warning mode. What's our weight? I'm going to set this to 15. Set the bugs while in here. Our weight is 159, so we can set this to airspeed mode B. Where was I? Mock airspeed warning is check. Radios, radar, and transponder is set. Start levers are to cut off. Parking brake is set. Rudder and aileron trim is 00. Oxygen, not applicable. It's a simulator. Fuel is loaded and set for start. Hydraulics is closed. And pressure and quantity is normal, and it is. And gear pins, not applicable. Papers on board. Beacon, you can turn. That's on. Galley power is off. Packs are off. Start pressure is about 37. And before start checklist complete, so we can start our engines now. So we'll start 312.
Ground, it's emerge at 20. We've vacated the runway 0 for right to the deck ramp.
Amazing startup sounds.
America 20, Boston ground, taxi via
And we're at 20% N2, and we got a little bit of N1 rotation, so that means we can introduce fuel.
By November, hold short 15 left. Marriage at 20.
And we heard our start switch go off, so we can start engine number 1. We'll make sure this guy stabilizes. Okay, so we're good for number 1. Close that. And we're at 20% and 1. And the thing with this airplane is, since it's got no auto throttle and no digital engine control, it's pretty easy to actually overrun the aircraft and, sorry, the engines, and that could actually start a fire. So we gotta watch out for that. So we gotta advance our pressure ratio to right here for each engine, and that'll give us a good engine pressure ratio. Turning our generators. Just waiting for this to get to 20% N2. And it is with N1 rotation, so we can introduce fuel. That's our last engine. And we can call our pushback truck. Already there, perfect.
Now the cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call us to the menu when you're ready to go.
And I actually got a sound pack for better pushback, and it adds more variety of sounds, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we can disconnect our GPU and air cart.
Ground Southwest 2664, ready for taxi with the November.
Forgot to switch over our power there. Close that, and turn our packs on.
Alpha Kilo Mike to 9er, cross 4 left, Southwest 2664.
And with this plane, actually, if I can find it, ground coupe, you can hold that, and it will actually call the pushback truck, or at least it should, which is pretty cool. Or it's not doing that, so we'll just do it manually.
Around the cockpit, the tow's driving up now.
Okay, so we can do our after start checklist. FedEx 284, request push and start.
284 bottom ground, pushing the kilo approved, battery for test.
Push onto kilo, we'll advise for taxi, FedEx 284.
America 20, safe parking.
FedEx ramp, the cargo ramp.
And after start checklist, ground equipment is cleared, fuel is set for takeoff, doors are checked closed, and after start checklist is complete. Next is the before takeoff checklist. Turn our taxi lights off for the pushback truck. We can turn our anti-ice on now, because most definitely going to need that today.
All doors and hatches are closed. We're connecting now.
Looking to pick up clearance to Ottawa. Emirates 442 Boston, ground, clear channel, quest number 17.
Cool. Just below freezing, we can see with our air temperature. Let's do a little control check. This is by no way real-world procedures, but it is a sim, so that is okay.
Tows connected and bypass pins inserted. Release the brakes. Okay, we're pushing her back now.
Bryce, so
Boston, wow.
this plane is kinda weird. So I was actually thinking I could just make the turnaround, but I didn't realize there was ground equipment there. So I was planning to just do a 180 without the pushback truck, and that's why I started all the engines. But usually, if we were expecting a pushback truck, we would start number 3 at the gate, and then 1 and 2 after the pushback. So yeah, it was kind of my bad, but all good.
Okay, so American 227, cross runway 15 left at Mike, hold short of runway 15 right.
Set our flaps.
Cross runway 15 left at Mike and hold short runway 15 right, American 287.
American 287 negative, cross runway 15 left at
Doing a flaps
Mike,
15
short of
takeoff
runway
today.
15 right.
Cross runway 15 left
Perfect.
and hold short of 15 right at Mike, American 287. 2825 with you on mic.
JetBlue 2825, hold short of
I got
runway
duct
15
overheat.
yeah, hold short of 15 left.
Short 15 left, 2825.
Amerijet 20, just continue holding short for now.
There we go.
Hold short, Amerijet 20.
Actually, Amerijet 20, make a right onto Echo if able and hold short of Echo 1.
Yeah, I can do Echo. So Echo and Echo 1, Amerijet 20.
Looking all good here.
Amerijet 20, let's do Echo 1 to parking.
Echo 1 to parking, Amerijet 20.
Fuel temperature, let's just turn the fuel heat on just for a minute or so.
Mike Charlie, hold short of runway 4 left.
Crossing 15 right at Mike and taxi via Mike, Charlie,
Okay.
and could you repeat the rest of that message, please?
Operations complete. Set the brakes.
Monitor tower 128.8.
Brakes are set.
Stand by. We're disconnecting the tow now.
Southwest 2664, Boston again. JetBlue 2025, join runway 33 right, hold short runway 4 left.
23 right, short runway 4 left, 2825.
American 287, that's Mike Charlie, cross runway 4 left.
Mike, Charlie, and cross runway 4 left, American 287.
So American 287 taxi parking via Mike Charlie Alpha, cross runway 4 left.
Taxi to parking by Mike, Charlie, Alpha, and cross runway 4 left, American 287.
FedEx 284 requesting taxi 09.
FedEx 284, give way to the Amerijet, Boeing 7.
Tow's disconnected and bypass pin removed. Signals on the right. We'll see.
Taxi via Kilo Mike, cross runway 4 left.
And Kilo Mike, cross 4 left for American. Sorry, FedEx 284, and we'll let the American go by. So clearly my CSL is a little messed up because we have a. Well, that's just not a American Airlines aircraft, to say the least.
JetBlue 973, you up?
Yeah, JetBlue 973 on Yankee for Charlie 20.
JetBlue 973.
Okay.
Join runway 33 right, hold short of runway 4 left.
Yankee 33 right, hold short 4 left, JetBlue 973.
Did I miss anyone else?
Yeah, MS 42 still waiting on the clearance.
MS 442, I sent you a PC.
Okay, we were cleared to
Roger.
cross 4 left, so we'll do that. So landing lights on, strobe lights on to cross.
Monitor tower 128.8.
1288, thank you very much. Boston Tower, FedEx 284 with you, holding short of Kilo.
FedEx 284 Boston Tower, runway 9er, line up and wait.
Runway 9er, line up and wait, FedEx 284.
It's our Southwest 2664, he wants over to departure. Southwest 2664, apron, kind of cross departure, have a nice flight. Thanks, Phil. FedEx 284, fly runway heading 10207, runway 9er, cleared for takeoff, traffic on 5 mile final for the crossing runway.
And fly runway heading for FedEx 284, clear for takeoff, runway 9er. Okay, let's do this.
531 heavy, traffic will depart the crossing runway.
And stable.
Very copy. Back out of that, 761, continue, runway 32 right, connect ground point 9er. Continue 50 right over to ground, Air Canada 761.
And 80 knots. Rotate. Whoa. What just happened? Are we in the water? We're gonna do a little cheat. I don't even know what happened there. I have no clue what happened there. I think we just got...
84 Heavy, contact departure, have a nice flight.
Contact departure, thank you very much, FedEx 284. I think we got blasted by wind shear.
Hello, Care 50, 9000.
Yikes.
Care 50, Boston approach. Good evening, the Boston altimeter 29907. Information Oscar is now current. Expect the ILS approach from a 4 right.
We'll get Oscar and expect 4 right for Care 50.
Southwest 2664, contact Boston Center 134.7. 34.7 now for Southwest 2664 left.
FedEx 284 Heavy with you, climb through 4000.
FedEx 284 Heavy, Boston departure. Good evening, your radar contact. Climb and maintain 14,000.
Climb maintain 14,000, FedEx 284. And we are VOR only, just so you know.
FedEx 284, roger, appreciate that. You can turn right heading 240.
Right 240, FedEx 284. Okay, so I don't know what happened on that takeoff there, but what I think happened is we got hit by wind shear. That's because we are rotating well past our rotation speed and we just wouldn't lift off. So yeah, that was weird. Okay. Do our after takeoff checklist. Yeah, that, I don't really know what just happened there. Why are we... No, I wasn't too heavy. I was below the maximum takeoff weight, and we rotated with quite a bit of runway to go, and I think... Well, I mean, I couldn't see it was an RTO because I didn't have... Because fancy planes would go wind shear, but I didn't have anything like that on this aircraft, right? So, yeah, that... I don't even know... We'll have to watch the replay on that. I am not too sure what happened there. After takeoff, ignition is not applicable. No smoking seatbelt, we can leave on. Anti-ice will leave on. Gear is... I swear I put the gear up, but okay. Thank you, Neil. Yep. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty dumb. Oh, yikes. Auto pack trip switch is good. Hydraulics are normal. Pressurization is set. After takeoff checklist is complete. So that was a pretty terrible takeoff. We're past 10,000. We can accelerate to 300 knots. Turn our landing lights off, our taxi lights off, runway turn off lights. 280, FedEx 284. Yes, I am turning into you. Yeah, we got 50 net.
284, when able, proceed direct to Putnam VOR.
Direct Putnam VOR, FedEx 284. Yeah, well, I mean, at only 12,000 feet, we have 53 knot wind, so I'm pretty sure that was wind shear.
Center 134.7.
1347, thank you very much. Boston Center, FedEx 284 with you, 13,600 for 14,000.
FedEx 3, question FedEx 284, Boston Center, good evening, climb and maintain pedal 340.
340, FedEx 284.
Swiss 64, radar contact over Alex, maintain pedal 400.
Maintain 400, do you have any arrival information for us? Swiss 64 Heavy.
All I've got is the Parch 3 arrival starting at Echo, November Echo. I have no idea what the runway is.
Not a problem, thank you, sir. Swiss 64 Heavy.
And, 210, can we just step away for a few minutes?
210, clear, direct, Roebuck, maintain 300.
Okay, so after that interesting takeoff, let's make sure it's a decent landing.
All I got there was proceed direct Roebuck. Could you read that speed for us?
Might want to turn on your down your volume. That was a little interesting.
210, thank you, and just let me know when you're back.
Will do, 210.
UPS 1016, descend and maintain pedal 230.
Okay, Bryce, you know what?
Delta 413, climb and maintain pedal 350.
Climb maintain flight level 300, Delta 413 Heavy.
American 7323 is reporting back to the cockpit.
Thank you.
American 556 with you at flight level 143 and bound direct to Grecky.
And we can go standard.
Boston Center, good evening. Climb and maintain pedal 340.
This thing does climb. It is very fast.
American 7323, contact Washington Center 133.72. Have a good night.
Contact Washington Center 133.72. Good night. Boston 44 Mike Papa, how's my volume?
It's good. And November 640 Kilo Bravo, was that was your call, sorry, for the TVM looking for info.
That's correct. TVM 640 Kilo Bravo 25,000.
Okay, so now we're just climbing.
Direct Echo, November Echo.
Number 640 Kilo Bravo, squawk 4737.
47370 Kilo Bravo.
Number Whiskey 7 Foxtrot, cross Valerie.
25 miles from that VOR.
2987.
Cross Valerie at 6,000, November Whiskey 7 Foxtrot.
Yep. That lighting effect is awesome. Love that.
Delta 2124 Boston Center, descend and maintain pedal 270.
Ah.
UPS 765 Boston, are you on frequency?
Okay. You know what? We can just leave that on.
Number 640 Kilo Bravo, radar contact 200 miles northeast of
Or
Kennebunk. Clear to Boston Airport as filed. Climb and maintain pedal
that's a
280.
little easier.
Clear to the Boston Airport as filed. Climb maintain flight level 280. 640 Kilo Bravo.
Perfect.
And, 210, we're back from there.
210, thank you.
No problem.
Boston Center, UPS 75 Heavy, with you flight level 255, descending via the J Fund 2 arrival.
UPS 765 Boston, hello, squawk 4726.
4726 in the box, 765 Heavy.
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Number,
UPS 655, level 35, sir.
it's 655 Boston, good evening.
Just hit the trim switch by accident.
UPS 765, radar contact, 4
Okay.
northwest of J Fund. Turn left. Leftward heading 040 to set maintain 1000 vectors for spacing.
Left to 140.
Yeah, we're definitely going to need to check out the replay on that takeoff.
040.
040, my bad.
Because we were rotating with a lot of runway left. And for some reason we just didn't... Because I saw it, it went up, and then as I was still... as I was still going up, it went immediately down again. Very weird. So, yeah, pretty sure it was wind shear. That's the only kind of explanation.
TUI-10 descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 4 right, Boston altimeter 2996.
Oh my, wow. Okay.
I have no idea what you said.
Turn your mic down, like way down. That was terrible.
Alright, no comments. Busy frequency. I can work with them. Everyone else just hold tight. TUI-10.
Jeez, that was...
TUI-10, sorry, is that a little bit better?
It is better. What did you say?
Yes, so sorry. So TUI-10, could you just confirm that was 4 right for departure? I mean for arrival, sorry.
That's correct. Descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 4 right.
It should be an air disasters episode. Oh my.
Is it possible to just descend up
5 miles
over here, just about
from the
maybe
next
10
VOR
miles?
station.
Yeah, that's fine. You can start that when you need to.
Alright, thank you.
81 knot winds.
To maintain 1000, the Providence altimeter 2994.
Descend maintain 1000, straight wind 2940.
Southwest 3111, descend and maintain final 230.
230, Southwest 3111.
Piedmont 6942, fighting 350, descend and maintain 5000, vectors ILS running 1 approach.
Okay, looking all good.
350, 5000, 6942.
Switch to our next VOR.
Boston Center, FedEx 1710 Heavy, flight level 350, 14 miles southwest, Georgetown VOR.
Still a little
1710
ways
Boston Center,
out,
good,
so
4723.
4723 for 1710 Heavy.
we'll just do a... stay on our previous VOR there.
UPS 1016, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 4 right, the Boston altimeter 2996.
UPS 1016 descending via the Roebuck 3 for 4 right. Copy the altimeter UPS 1016.
There we go.
Piedmont 6942, Charles heading 340, join the localizer, descend and maintain 4000.
340.
There we go.
4000 for the localizer, 6942.
And for TUI-10, or never mind, disregard that.
Boston, Swiss 64 Heavy request.
Go ahead.
Could we request direct to Providence VOR, please, Swiss 64 Heavy?
Swiss 4, sure, clear Providence.
Thank you, clear Providence, Swiss 64 Heavy.
Boston Center, going to meet you at 1157, we're at 1700, climbing at 14,000.
United 1157, Boston Center, climb and maintain level 360.
Flight level 360 for United 1157.
And for
Piedmont
TUI-10, can we get
6942,
vectors
descend
on
and
this
maintain
then?
3000.
3614.
FedEx 1710, radar contact, speed 0 miles west of Ponce, maintain level 350.
Maintain 350 for FedEx 1710 Heavy.
Narray 160 and Papa, descend and maintain 15,000, Boston altimeter 29906.
15,296, 6 in the Papa.
Delta 2286, contact Boston approach 133.0, good night.
133.0, Delta 2286, good night.
EPS 765, clear direct J-Fund.
Direct J-Fund for 75 Heavy.
Narray 160 and Papa, contact Boston approach 133.0, good night.
Boston 133.0, have a good one, see ya.
FedEx 284, can we request about 30 seconds off the mic?
Approved.
Thank you. I'll be right back, guys.
Alright, for 2E10, I'm not sure you got our last transmission there, but can we get vectors on the descent? Ready to check?
Loud and clear, you're good. And what did you say you needed vectors?
Yeah, can we have vectors on the descent?
210, sure. Flighting 090, descend and maintain 1000.
Alright, turn left, I'm assuming, 09, or could you repeat that one more time? I'm so sorry. You're cutting out a bit.
Fly heading 090, descend and maintain 1000.
Alright, fly heading 090, descend and maintain 1000.
T-Bond 6942, 3 miles from Music, cleared ILS running 1 approach.
Cleared ILS 1, 942.
Delta 2124, descend and maintain flight level 230. Southwest 3111, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 4 right, the Boston altimeter 29906.
Alright, descend Roebuck
Back with you guys.
1 arrival and 4 right for Southwest 3111.
GPS 765, descend via the J-Fund 2 arrival, runway 4 right.
Descend via the J-Fund 2 arrival for 4 right,
T-Bond 6942, wind calm, runway 1, clear to land.
Clear to land, stand for OK.
Or question, FedEx 1710, descend via the J-Fund 2 arrival, runway 4 right, the Boston altimeter 29906.
Descend by the J-Fund 2.
Set our next VOR here.
4 right and altimeter 2996 for 1710 Heavy.
And FedEx 284 back with you, thanks.
FedEx 284, thank you.
FedEx 284, is it possible we could just cruise at 320?
FedEx 284, sure, maintain flight level 320.
320, thank you.
November Whiskey 7 Foxtrot, contact New York approach 120.8, have a good night.
Contact New York approach.
Barely climbing to 340, so.
CFM 655 reporting moderate turbulence, flight level 350.
Delta 320 reaching 1000.
Roger. 2Jet 10, contact Boston approach 133.0, have a good night.
133.0, change of period, thank you, have a great night yourself.
GPS 1016, contact Boston approach 133.0, have a good night.
123.0, have a great night, UBS 1016, see you later.
Boston Center, what's the New York approach frequency? 967 Fox.
November Whiskey Foxtrot 7 120.8.
Okay. So, just cruising.
Thank you.
Boston Center, good evening. King Air, November 24, Yankee Golf. 8,200 for 10,000, just off Nantucket.
2 for Yankee Golf, Boston Center, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Up to flight level 200 for Yankee Golf. Good evening, sir.
Number 120 Golf Sierra, descend via the Ocean 5 arrival, runway 4 right, Boston altimeter 29906.
Descend via the Ocean 5 arrival to 4 right, 2996 for the 120 Golf.
424 Mike Papa, contact Montreal arrival 132.85, have a good night.
3285 for Mike Papa, good night.
GPS 1016, contact Boston approach 133.0, good night.
With this aircraft, you gotta kind of play with the throttles a little bit since there's no auto throttle, so.
Boston Center, Emirates 442 with you on 1,900 feet, climbing 4,000 feet.
Emirates 442, Boston Center, good evening, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Climb, maintain flight level 200, Emirates 442.
Boston Center, Wind 35, correction, 655, reporting moderate turbulence, flight level 350, request to go down flight level 346.
655, descend and maintain flight level 330.
So maintain flight level 335.
Okay. Looking good.
Boston Center with 2124, maintain flight level 30.
Delta 2124, thank you. FedEx 284, contact Washington Center 133.72, have a good night.
13372, thank you very much.
Canada 227.
0510, turn left direct Woodstown.
Yeah, it's going to be Oscar Delta VOR.
Direct Woodstown VOR, so those 2510.
FedEx 284 with you, 320.
FedEx 284 Washington, right. Delta 6299, radar contact 15 south of Greensboro.
I like leaving my logo light on, just looks cool in the dark. Definitely not real world procedure, but yeah, shared cockpit with a 3-crew airplane is gonna be so cool. Yeah, really excited for that too, Sim Pilot.
Center, Charlie Foxtrot, Delta Victor Oscar, I'm over in production. Looking for descent over
20 miles from our next VOR.
Delta Victor out.
And 115.7. Already tuned that in.
Flight level 180.
Yeah, really excited for shared flight.
Maintain flight level 180, Delta Victor Oscar, thank you.
American 1784.
Just cruising.
Go ahead. American 1784, New York Center's offline, radar service terminated, frequency improved. Alright, terminated, come from American 1784, thanks for the service that you didn't have to go.
I'm gonna go back in time a little bit on the YouTube video, see if there's anything
American 290,
wind shear
maintain
wise.
340, American 293.
JetBlue 162, Cleveland's offline, radar services terminated, frequency change approved.
Cleveland Center offline, frequency change approved over to Unicon. Thank you, and good night, JetBlue 1.
Yeah, Washington Southwest 2664 with you, level 320, smooth.
Okay,
Southwest 2664
yeah,
Washington.
because there was no massive airspeed fluctuation, so it's hard to say. We'll have to go check the replay in day. Switch to our next VOR. But because I was at flaps 15, which is plenty, and I was about right there, so about 10 knots over my rotation speed, and it just wouldn't rotate. Very weird. Do a flaps 30 landing. Oh, is that? No? 88 knot winds from 269. So, okay, yeah. We have a direct crosswind, or sorry, a direct headwind, which is not great.
New York Center, BBJ November 790. Mike, you got time for a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm watching myself on SimiWare. It's fine, but when I bring up my tag, it says unknown pilot.
When you bring up your tag on what?
Well, if you go in the top right, it says live flights, and I type in November 790 Mike, and I see wayplanes to Dulles. Then it says unknown pilot. Everybody else
No
has
cargo cabin or cabin in the 727. A little disappointing, but the cockpit most definitely makes up for it.
01 direct hopeful.
Got the city down there. Where would this be?
November 790 Mike. I'm not familiar with SimiWare. I think I've only used it once.
That is New York.
So, I can't help you there. I'm sorry.
no sweat. Thank you.
Delta 1640 contact.
I'm just gonna exit the aircraft.
Approach 119.85.
That is New York. Ooh, a pan-pan.
Cato 17 contact Potomac approach 119.85. United 1867 descend via the Philbo free arrival Philadelphia altimeter 2988.
Whoa.
Descend via the Philbo free arrival United 1867.
Whoa. That was not supposed to happen. I don't even know. I think I tapped the trim? Holy cow. Yikes.
Stay with me here for another 30 seconds. FedEx 4901 descend and maintain Philbo 290. Out of 30 for 290, FedEx 4901 heading.
Oh, I hit the trim wheel instead of that. Yeah, that would do it. Yikes.
I'm sorry, who's that?
That's Southwest 2664.
And what are your questions?
Direct perks.
Direct perks, Southwest 2664.
One thing that also kind of drives me insane with this plane is the FlyJSim logos on all the seats. Like, I guarantee you, there would be no
American 293, thank you, sir. Let me know when you're back.
aircraft with an actual FlyJSim logo on the seats. So, yeah, runaway trim. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I can see the interior. Not really. There's no actual interior. This is, yeah, there's no, like, there would be a floor. Yet we see the sky, right? I mean, so no actual interior. It's just blank. A lot of stuff's going wrong with this flight. Yikes. I think I just moved my mouse a little bit. I clicked there instead of there, so. 727, I love it. It's a handful. Exterior? Yeah, of course there's an exterior. But no actual, like, a cabin, right? Nothing like that. It's not modeled. $10 from our next VOR, and we can put our next one in the box, which is 116.5.
Delta 3925, contact Boston, sonar 134.97.
Okay. Yeah, we're doing FedEx today.
4.97, 4.7. I'm sorry. I'm getting tired here. 134.7, Boston.
FedEx.
Just making sure. Thank you for your service this evening.
Have a good one, Southwest 2510, contact Boston, sonar 134.7.
If you haven't already, guys, Bryce has a Discord channel, so you can talk with us and all the other viewers. It's a pretty awesome place, so I believe there's a link in the description. If not, just tell me in the chat here. Pretty awesome, and then you can... Bryce tried to fly this 737-200 and got a 590 feet per minute landing. Well, Bryce, I did not know you did that. You never told me about that one. Okay, well, this is pretty much a 3-engine 727. I know people are going to get mad by me saying that, but in a way it is. Flying Airbus next time. Yeah, possibly. I have the A321, the A321 Neo, and the A300. I really, really, really like the A300. Great plane. Rockford Media, you don't like the 727. Okay. I personally love it. It's an older plane, obviously. Ton of fun to fly. Ton of fun. We can switch our next VOR.
Good evening, DC Center. November 5.
But yeah, I love the 727. Air, yes, the A321 Neo by Tolis. Great airplane. Yeah, the A300 though, I think that's my favorite Airbus. It's pretty much like an Airbus Boeing kind of hybrid. A319, okay, yeah, so pretty much it's the identical to the A321 except shorter fuselage. I don't have the A319, just the 321.
November 54 Juliet, you're cleared to actually, you're
117.9 is our next.
Feet, or what's your cruise altitude today?
Yeah, that's kind of confusing in the flight plan. I want 18,000.
Roger that, sir. November 54 Juliet, you're cleared to the Buffalo Airport. Right director CIL, Dennis File, maintain 10,000. Expect flight level 180, 1 minutes after departure. Departure this frequency, squawk 05.
Yeah, Tolis is a pretty amazing developer. They make really great airplanes. I got it when they did the cockpit overhaul. I downloaded it, but before that, apparently, when they just came out, it was a pretty terrible airplane. I shouldn't say terrible, but like the visuals to today's standards were subpar. I filmed a water landing of a Cessna 172 using AR and 3D animation. That's cool. I'd love to actually see that. That sounds pretty cool. By the way, is my mic volume okay compared to X-Plane? Everything... Can you hear me over the ATC? Everything's good?
Roger. We'll advise this frequency for monitoring for number 1 runway, November 54 Juliet.
American 73.
Audio good? Great.
Potomac approach 119.85.
So... cruising along.
The approach on 119.85.
So we got our next VOR. So we're just about 60% of the way there. Because we got a we got a 89 knot headwind. So, SimPilot, great. Thank you. SimPilot, the cockpit textures suck. For which airplane? Rockford, we used drones and went to a bay. I'll post it on Discord. Yeah, please do. I'd love to watch that. Sounds really cool. Wind change. I hate the X-plane wind changes. It happens so fast. Now we got 101 knot. Yeah, it just changes so fast, and then you can overspeed or stall the airplane. It's quite annoying. For some reason, I can't download the 1.5.2 TOLUS thing. Have you tried the X Updater? If you're on the Flight Factor Discord, you can download the X Updater, and that updates all Flight Factor products and the TOLUS.
190.85.
Yeah, that's how I've updated it. You could also just do a clean reinstall. Just download it again and delete your old version. That should update it.
Washington Center, good evening. American 2126, level at 17,000. American 2126, Washington, Clementine, Football 220. 220, American 2126.
Alright, I forgot to do my... I gotta disconnect my autopilot. Gotta make sure it's the right switch.
Delta 113, contact Atlanta Center 132.97.
Atlanta Center 132.97, Delta 113.
Delta 259,
Okay, there we go.
Atlanta Center 132.97.
Oh, that... I don't believe the X Updater is in the aircraft folder. I believe you need to download it separately. I may be incorrect. I'm pretty sure.
Copy that, 132.97, Delta 359.
By the way, would you guys like a VOR navigation tutorial? Because if you noticed, we don't have a flight management computer, and I'm navigating off of these things called VOR. And they're like radio stations on the ground, and you tune them here, so... And then, so would you guys like a...
FedEx 4901, contact Raleigh, approach 124, or 124.95.
Would you guys like a tutorial on VOR navigation? Because it can be pretty confusing.
Delta 6299, descend via the CAPS 3 arrival, National Altimeter 29990.
Caps 3 for Southwest 6299.
Let's get some information on our arrival here.
United 1867, contact New York, approach 120.8.
Of course.
18 subject to 67.
So there's no ATC at our arrival airfield now, so I'm going to request a diversion to Washington Reagan, which is right beside.
Dulles landing north, Dulles Altimeter 29988.
Alright, descend via the Hyper 8, 2988, Mike, thanks.
I'm manually flying the 727. No, I'm not. It's on autopilot, but it's pretty rudimentary autopilot. It's got no automatic navigation system. I'm flying over the Gulf in the 737. I see lightning in front of me. Well, that's not good. Good luck. Alright, I gotta go study and have a math test tomorrow. Good luck. Thanks so much for joining, and thanks for subscribing. How do you fly the arrivals with a VOR? Yeah, I could make a tutorial for that. So, I might do that. We're going to do an ILS approach, but... Yeah. Do you mean arrivals or approach, SimPilot?
Sorry, SIM4 out. Two Bravo Kilo, Roger. You're down to 8,000. Atlanta Center gave you that.
This thing's fast. We're at Mach 8. Mach decimal 8. 8? Mach decimal 8.9. This thing's fast. Okay, I'm going to request a diversion. FedEx 284, our arrival doesn't have any airport... sorry, any air traffic control. Is it possible we could divert to Delta Charlie Alpha?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was yelling at another controller here. What? Who's calling?
No worries at all. FedEx 284, just requesting a diversion to Delta Charlie Alpha. We're VOR, so I don't think we'll need a reroute.
You want to divert to Reagan?
That's correct, yes. FedEx 284.
Can you, alright, I tell you what, descend and maintain flight level 200, because you're coming up a little bit too high. Descend to 20,000 feet and I'll get you set up there.
Descend 200, FedEx 284, thank you very much.
TBM Delta Victor Oscar, fly heading 360.
Heading 360, Delta Victor Oscar. Center, November 5.
Trying to catch up on the comments here.
Taxi.
Yeah, keep the comments growing. It's great. How do you fly arrivals? So, yeah, arrivals. So, pretty simple. It'll usually be on a chart. You just tune to the VOR, and ATC will usually give you some vectors. But yeah, just tune to the VOR that says on the arrival chart, and you should be good. Does the TCA quadrant inside stick work with the flight factor A320? Yes, Neil, it will. Yeah. Personally, I recommend the Tolus A319 and A321. Flight factor A320 is known to have a lot of problems, but yeah, it's still a great airplane. But yes, it will work, and as Rockford said, you just gotta map buttons. Some pilot arrivals, yep, said stars. Neil, is it hard to configure? No, not at all. Mav, I joined to our arrival, doesn't...
284.
1 second.
Direct to Trish intersection. TRISH.
Trish intersection. Do you have a frequency for that, FedEx 284?
It's just a fix. There's no. It's not a VOR. It's just a fix.
Okay, FedEx 284. We're VOR only.
Yes, you are. You are correct. I did not notice that. Alright, proceed direct to Baltimore VOR, Bravo Alpha Lima. I assume you need the frequency for that.
Bravo Alpha Lima. That would be appreciated, yes.
Frequency 115.1.
1151 for FedEx 284.
And FedEx 284, you're cleared to the National Airport via direct Baltimore, then direct the airport. Descend and maintain 12,000.
Descend maintain 12,000, clear to the National Airport via... sorry, could you say the VOR again and then direct to the airport for FedEx 284?
Yep, clear to National, direct Baltimore, then direct.
Direct Baltimore and then direct to the airport for FedEx 284. Mav, yes, I joined to our arrival. It doesn't have an airport. Yes, that was a great time to join.
Good evening, FedEx 1679 at the ground in Dallas. We're going to pick up for clearance to Indianapolis and south, please.
FedEx 1679, contact Potomac departure 119.85.
119.85, thanks so much, FedEx 1679.
DBM Delta Victor Oscar, descend and maintain 13,000.
Descend to maintain 13,000, Delta Victor Oscar.
Delta Victor Oscar, Philadelphia, altimeter 2988.
2988. Sorry, Control. My flight plan is for LaGuardia.
Yes, I understand that. We normally just give the Philadelphia altimeter as opposed to your arrival when you're flying out of DC here.
Good point. Thank you. Delta Victor Oscar.
Yep.
Washington Center, the business start with us 4327.
Yes, I do have the maintenance system on, Mav.
Cargo looks 4327, Washington Center. Hello. Southwest 62.
Yeah.
Approach 119.85.
1985, good night.
And Washington Center, good evening, Delta 429 at flight level 390.
1433.
Delta 429, Washington Center. Hello.
Washington Center, November 54 Juliet, holding short of runway.
We'll do runway 1.
New Jersey.
November 54 Juliet, release for departure, clearance void if not off, the field in 10 minutes. Advises frequency when airborne.
Advisory frequency when airborne, cleared for departure, November 54 Juliet.
TBM Victor Oscar, turn right heading 060, descend and maintain 10,000.
060, descend and maintain 10,000 for Delta Victor Oscar.
American 21 126 cross Trish at 12000, Baltimore altimeter 2987.
Cross Trish at 12,000, American 2126.
TBM Victor Oscar, turn right heading 070.
070 for Delta Victor Oscar.
United 2311, Washington Center, welcome.
Do the river visual for 19. The winds are the other way, so unfortunately won't be able to do that. It'll be landing runway 4, runway 33, and runway 1, and we're going to land runway 1. It's the longest, and it's got the best ILS, so yeah. And FedEx 284, we're going to be landing runway 1 if you need to know that.
FedEx 284, roger, yeah, they're landing runway 1, and it's going to be the ILS. Approach may change though, so just stand by.
Great, thank you.
Washington Center, cargo looks 4317.
Okay, our ILS frequency is 1099.
Correct, call taken.
Cargo looks 4316.
You said you wanted to step away?
We request 10 minutes after we complete the download.
Yeah, that's fine. November 790, Mike, contact Potomac, approach 119.85.
119.85, was it?
I'm just going to turn on my lights because I guarantee you I will forget to do that.
FedEx 284, contact Potomac 119.85.
11985, thank you very much, FedEx 284.
Washington, good evening, Canada 1157, level 360.
And approach FedEx 284 with you, descending through 16,500 for 12,000.
FedEx 284, Potomac approach, thanks. Correction, FedEx 284 heavy, thanks. Cross Baltimore at 10,000, 250 on the speed, altimeter is 2990 at Washington.
And FedEx 284, speed 250, we didn't get the altitude for crossing Baltimore at, and 29090.
Fair wing 76, Potomac departure, radar contacts the altitude.
Mav, you know this airplane well. Are we heavy? I don't believe so.
Fair wing 76, thanks, Tom, maintain 1.
Maximum takeoff weight is 184.5. I don't think so.
Potomac, BBJ November 790, Mike checking in with you, descending on the Hyper 8, vacating 16,000.
Delta 1640, 5 miles from Mosby, turn right heading 340, maintain 3000 until it's down to the localizer, cleared ILS, runway 1 right approach.
Turn right heading 340, cleared ILS approach, 1 right, Delta 1640, and maintain 3000, sorry.
Cattle 17 heavy, contact Baltimore Tower 119.4.
19.40.
November 790, Mike Washington, sorry, Potomac approach, thanks. Descend via the Hyper 8 arrival, you can expect the ILS to 1 center.
Okay, we are descending via the Hyper 8, we're vacating 15,700. Can I get a current altimeter, please?
Washington, sorry, Dallas altimeter is 29 or 88.
88 on the altimeter.
Potomac approach, American 717.
Go ahead.
Potomac approach, American 717 at speed Bravo 45 at Dulles with information Bravo on board requesting IFR clearance to Boston, please.
Roger, via PDC standby.
Roger.
FedEx 284, sorry, can we descend lower than 12,000?
Yeah, you're supposed to cross, you're going to cross Baltimore at 10,000. So as long as you cross Baltimore at 10,000, that's approved.
10,000, sorry, I didn't hear that, FedEx 284.
Southwest 6299, you with me?
6299, with you.
6299.
Okay,
thanks.
so...
I signed it. Expect the ILS to 1 and information Bravo's current.
Okay, runway 1, we have Bravo. 6299.
Thanks. Southwest 6299, set and maintain 3000, speed your discretion.
3000, speed discretion, 6299.
American 7323, what are you doing there? You're flying outside the star.
I'm currently flying towards Charlie Sierra November 17.
Okay, you're flying the wrong star. American 7323, stop your descent, maintain 5000, turn left, heading 220.
Got the moon in the
Turn
window right
left,
there.
heading 150,
I love this plane.
and that's vector approach.
Turn our floodlights off.
Sorry, please repeat the heading.
American 7323, heading is 150, vector approach, maintain 5000.
Maintaining 5,000 and turn left.
There we
turning
go.
left, heading 150, vectoring approach.
Southwest 6299, 10 miles from Catherine, maintain 2500 until establishing localizer, cleared ILS, runway 1 approach.
2,500 to the
Let's get the
south,
weather
runway
in
1, 6299.
Washington.
Spare wing 76, contact Washington Center, 133.72.
133.7, spray wing 76.
Delta 1640, wind calm, runway 1 right, clear to land.
Clear land, 1 right, Delta 1640.
$1,000 to go. Weather. 4 statute miles of visibility, no wind.
Potomac approach, American 717 at gate Bravo 48.
Cool.
Flying the Jacoby 3 departure with information Bravo ready for push and start.
American 717, thanks. Push and start at your discretion. Advise short of Zulu for your taxi.
We'll advise short of Zulu ready to taxi American 717 takeoff.
American 7323, turn right heading 190, descend and maintain 3000.
Turn right, heading 190 and descend and maintain 3,000, American 7323.
Southwest 6299, wind calm, runway 1, clear to land.
Runway 1, clear land, 6299.
Potomac approach, good evening, American 2126, descending to 18.4 to 12,000 at Trish.
American 2126, thanks. After Trish, cross Baltimore at 10,000, 250 knots, the altimeter at Baltimore 29087.
2987, cross Baltimore at 10,000 and 250, American 2126.
FedEx 284, question FedEx 284 Heavy, expect to the ILS to runway 1.
ILS 1 for FedEx 284 Heavy. I'm just going to assume we're heavy. I didn't know that a 727 was heavy. I'm going to double check that. 184,500. Going a little fast there. Oh, we are heavy. You'll learn something new. Did not know this aircraft was heavy. I am gonna turn on the anti-ice just cause it's relatively low visibility. And better safe than sorry. X-Bryce FlyJSim really... Oh yeah, 727. Yeah, I didn't know that either, but controllers start calling me heavy. Yeah, I looked it up, and we're at... Our maximum takeoff weight is...
American 73,
heavy,
23,
yeah.
3 miles from Mosby, turn right heading 340, maintain 3000 until establishing localizer, cleared ILS, runway 1 right approach.
Turning right, heading 340.
Of course, we got an NVIDIA update.
Reporting localizer. Cleared for one right approach.
Delta 1640, any available left turn and parking via Zulu. Sorry, via Juliet.
Okay, so Bryce, all we gotta do is we gotta beat your 590 feet per minute landing in this aircraft, and we're better than you, okay? Can we do that? I think we can. Bryce, did you stall over the runway? Because 590 feet, that's frightening. That's way too hard. Well, SimPilot, I believe it was SimPilot, said you got 590 feet per minute in the 737-200, so... So what was the landing rate then, Bryce? That was a joke? Okay. Just making sure.
American 7323, localizer is established.
Thank you.
Okay, so we got contradictory.
And I also have
Still around 500.
Okay.
That's not good.
Potomac approach American 717, short as you ready to taxi IFR.
American 717, thanks. Only 30, taxi via Zulu, Yankee 11.
30 via Zulu, Yankee 11, American 717.
Almost over the
26,
VOR.
6299,
Send a little
left
lower
November,
after
ground,
that.
121.7.
Go on the ground. You have a good night. See you.
See ya. American 2126, expect the ILS to 01.
Dispatch 0, ILS 01, American 2126.
American 7323, wind calm, runway 1 right, clear to land.
Okay, well,
clear land,
we're gonna
runway 1 right,
investigate if that was a
American
weather-related or a
7323.
Logan-related incident. FedEx 284, would you like us on a heading or just continue off the VOR?
You should be flying a star that takes you on a downwind leg. What's your next fix right now?
FedEx 284, we were never given the star. I don't know if we missed it.
FedEx 284, okay, fly present heading and vector final.
Fly present heading and for the vectors. Thank you very much, FedEx 284. $520.91. Yikes. Okay, I don't know what this controller's doing to us.
FedEx 284 heavy, descend and maintain 6,000.
Descend maintain 6,000, FedEx 284 heavy.
I'm sorry, you're not a heavy, are you? 727?
FedEx 284, actually, we were just talking about that. We don't know, because our maximum takeoff weight is 184,500.
Yeah, no, you're not. It'll be like a. I think that they changed the term to large plus now. It's like in the category with the 757 with weight turbulence. They might be like similar weight turbulence, but it's actually not considered heavy. The 727 is large. I was mistaking it as a 777, which I thought was kind of weird that you would fly into DCA, but then I looked at it twice and I was like, oh, okay, you're a 727, so considered a large actually.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for letting me know. I didn't even know that category existed. Learned something new. And 777 into Washington, that would be interesting.
You know, I've seen it done a couple of times, and it is interesting to say the least. So.
Yeah, I would love to see that. Also make it daytime. Okay, guys, should we make it daytime? Put it in the chat. Should we make it daytime or keep it night?
It is. It's there's small, large.
Yes, you can watch the stream in 2K. I run at 1440p, where Bryce runs his computer at 1080.
So if you're doing like Tracon, for example, let's see. So it's a long story here, guys. So I think I have some time to explain it. So Tracons with
yeah, monitor is 1440. Okay, guys, do you want night or a day?
Do standard. So usually 3 miles. If it's like a small behind a heavy, it'll go up to like 6 by the runway. And if it's like a small behind a large, it'll go up to like 4. But in general, it's about 3-ish miles, give or take, by the runway. Some places have reduced based on weight studies.
DC, day or night?
Instead of 3 miles,
and Simpilot, if you're still here, day or night, we gotta know.
Categories too. So if you're a Category 1, 2, or 3 aircraft, as long as you cross the threshold within 3,000, 4,000, or 6,000. Those are considered separations for the tower environment. Those
okay, vote is for day.
Control environment you're working on.
There we go. Or like midday, evening. What do we want?
Category after large, it's called a super. That's the Airbus 380. There's different criteria on that from 790 Mike.
That's right. There is a super, I forgot about that, the 787. You don't see it, the A380 is a super. Don't see that anymore in pandemic days.
Day. Okay, yeah, day it is.
Yeah, I'm a real pilot. I do a lot of oceanic crossings. When I got a super...
no, I don't have any ortho.
1,000 foot separation, I slide over 2 miles, or 2 miles to the right or left. The wake turbulence is incredible.
Oh yeah, it can knock you down even 2,000 feet below. FedEx 284, turn to left heading 190.
Left 190. I love the commentary, FedEx 284.
Thanks.
Yeah, it was very relaxing during landing.
Sunset? Oh yeah, sunset. That's not sunset.
Approach, thanks. Squawk code 0562, plan the ILS to 33 left.
That's also not sunset.
Potomac approach, American 717, holding short 30 left.
There we go.
30 at Yankee 11.
Perfect.
717,
By the time we land, we'll probably...
Takeoff, fly runway heading.
Clear for takeoff, flying runway heading 30, American 717.
FedEx 284, descend to maintain 3,000.
Descend, maintain 3,000, FedEx 284.
Potomac KBOS 91157, we're at 17,000, descending via the Hyper 8.
1157, Washington, Potomac approach, thanks. Descend via the Hyper 8 arrival, expect the ILS to 1 right.
Alright, descend via the Hyper 8 for the 1 right, for United 1157.
Maybe even a little later.
Left heading 200. It's a short vector for better downwind leg.
Kinda hard to set it exactly. There we go. Perfect.
284, turn to left heading 180. It's a short vector for a better downwind leg.
180, no worries, FedEx 284. And course is 006.
And BBJ November 790 Mike, looking for lower.
790 Mike, you can expect it to beam the field.
90 Mike. Potomac approach, American 717 in the air, leaving 700 feet.
American 717, Potomac departure, radar contact. Proceed direct to Riggin.
Okay.
10,000.
Direct to Riggin.
Yes, I do have Vivid Sky.
American 717.
I don't. Yeah, Vivid Sky.
American 2126 is going to maintain 6,000.
Okay.
6,000, American 21.
Anti-skid is on. Auto brakes are set. Ignition we don't need. No smoking is on. Gear we will do. Flaps we will do. Hydraulics are all good. Everything's looking good over there. And landing checklist is complete. Perfect. 1,000 to go.
BBJ 90 Mike is going to maintain 3,000.
Was that for BBJ 790 Mike down to 3, confirm?
Hey, from BBJ 790 Mike is going to maintain 3,000.
Down at 3,000 for November 790 Mike, thanks.
I just realized I might have been saying FedEx 287 the whole time. Although we're FedEx 284. Eh. That's great. Look at the reflection right there.
Potomac approach, FedEx 1679 Heavy.
It's gonna be an
Good.
oh, look at that. It'd be an awesome approach.
If you could have a quick look at our flight remarks and the flight plan, that could be something we could use for help with. It's approach at 30.
Let's do flaps 2.
Roger, we'll let you know when ready, just want to make sure. Thank you. FedEx 284, flighting 190, descent to 2,500.
2,500 for 190, FedEx 284. One 190. Do flaps 5.
Sorry, say again.
Looking all good.
At 2311, thanks. It's going to be the Hyper 8 arrival, and expect the ILS to runway 1 right.
Expect 1 right, which is then Hyper 8, so you mentioned it.
FedEx 284, 5 miles from Catherine, turn right heading 340, so to maintain 2,500 until establishing localizer, clear ILS, runway 1, approach.
Cleared ILS 1, maintain 2,500 on 340 heading, FedEx 284.
Potomac approach, America 2126. Just confirm if I was supposed to turn right to Edward or go to Brunk.
American 2126, turn, it's a left turn.
Sorry about the wrong coordination here. Can you give me vectors, you said?
Sure, American 2126, turn to left heading 180, vector final.
180 vector to final, American 2126, sorry about that.
You're good.
Gotta watch our airspeed on this plane. No auto throttle or anything. All our lights are on, that's good.
Delta, correction. American 717, climb and maintain flight level 190.
190, American 717.
Our spoilers are armed. We got the localizer. Spoilers are armed.
Potomac, FedEx 1679, Bunch 3. We're over at cargo ramp here, ready to push and start. FedEx 1679, push and start approved, and you can go ahead
Approach
and
speed 131 plus say 136.
We'll reposition 30. Thanks so much, FedEx 1679. No worries. BBJ 90 Mike, 5 miles from Mosby, turn right heading 340.
136 for our approach.
Option localizer. Cleared eye correction. 90 Whiskey, turn right heading 340 and join the 1 center localizer.
Okay, with that for November 790 Mike for 1 center.
Yeah, 90 Mike, heading 340, join the 1 center localizer.
340 to join the 1 center localizer, 90 Mike.
Or gear down.
American 717, Washington Center now, 13372, good night.
Just saying our gear isn't down.
We'll see you for American 717.
There we go. Gear down 3 green.
26, turn right heading 190.
Flaps 30 set. Green light.
190, 3000, American 2126.
Can't see much of the sunset. We're in the clouds, but hopefully when we get under.
Delta 1334.
Glide slope is
Where are you
alive.
located?
I'm at Richmond.
Over 1334, Roger.
Gear down 3 green. Spoilers arm. Auto brake is set to medium. Flaps are 30. We're good to land.
790 Mike, 10 miles from Cary, maintain 3000 until establishing the localizer, clear ILS for my 1 center approach.
BBJ.
Better be a butter. No guarantees. I'll try though. I just gotta beat my 500 feet per minute that somebody set. Oh wait, that was Bryce.
Windcom, runway 1, clear to land.
Okay, intercepted the glide slope. We're at just under 2,500 feet.
FedEx 284, Windcom, runway 1, clear to land.
Runway 1 clear to land. FedEx 284.
And that was down to 11700 and to intercept for BBJ 790 Mike.
BBJ 790 Mike, negative, you can intercept at 3000.
Okay, we'll stay at 3000.
I'm checking. That was just a quick question, FedEx 1679. Good.
Hello, Sebastian.
You were mentioning earlier about...
Oh, look at that approach. Okay, let's disconnect the autopilot.
727 was a heavy, but that's not the case. No, 727 is actually a large aircraft. Oh, good to know, thanks. No problem. American 2126, so to maintain 2,500.
2.5, American 2126.
Delta 1334, clear to the Atlanta Hartsfield Airport, College 6 departure, Lynchburg transition, then as filed. Maintain 5,000, expect level 360, 10 minutes after departure. Departures on my frequency, squawk code 217.
Brace positions. Hopefully we won't need that. Oh, look at that.
American 2126, 4 miles from Catherine, turn right heading 340, maintain 2,500 until establishing the localizer.
This plane is awesome to hand fly.
Alright, 340 on the heading, maintain 2,500 and clear ILS for runway 1 approach or American 2126.
1,000 feet, stabilize Mr. Pro to altitude set.
Delta 1334, read back correct. Would you like runway 2 or 34? 284, Delta 1334. Call me for taxi.
Stable approach.
500.
Stable.
400. 300.
100 above.
Light slow. Light slow. Light slow.
BBJ 790 Mike, wind calm, runway 1 center, clear to land.
100.
Clear to land. 1 center now for BBJ November 790 Mike. Thank you, sir.
No worries.
Oh, like
Yikes.
At the end,
That,
around,
well, it wasn't 500 feet per minute.
and then the Yankee
Speed
to
brakes
the,
deployed.
General Aviation Terminal.
90 Mike, you can clear it Yankee 2, but it's going to be Zulu down to the terminal. I'll give that to you once you land.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Zulu and Yankee are one way is in and one way is out. We'll get on Zulu.
Thank you. FedEx 284, any available left turn, then left on Juliet.
Crikey is right. Yeah, Bryce is reading that, so yeah, he could do that. Alright, what are we doing? Turning on Juliet here.
FedEx 79 heavy, reach clear, stay firm.
1217.
284, cross 15 at Juliet, ground 121.7 on the other side, good night.
Cross 33 at Juliet and contact ground 117 on the other side. Thank you so much for the help and have a great night.
You too, take care.
Thank you.
American 2126.
Simpile, it wasn't
wind
that
calm,
bad compared to Bryce's
wind
500.
240 at 3, runway 1, clear to land.
Runway 1, clear to land, American 2126.
Raise our flaps, raise our speed brakes.
FedEx 1679 heavy, runway 30, clear for takeoff, fly 1 way heading. 1 runway heading, clear for takeoff, FedEx.
Washington ground, FedEx 284, requesting taxi to the cargo ramp.
FedEx 284, welcome to Washington. Taxi to cargo Juliet Kilo 2 Kilo.
Juliet Kilo 2 Kilo for FedEx 284.
FedEx 284, be advised, is 767 ahead of you.
FedEx 284, yep, we just passed him. It is better than 500. Simpilot, fly the Concorde. That thing is a handful to fly. That I would have no clue how to fly that thing. We're good. We're good. We're good. Start the APU. The APU starting up back there. Yeah, Simpilot, that would be pretty hard. And yeah, Seb, there's about a 45, 30 second delay from everything. There's another 727 in the hangar there. And a South African Airlines. I don't know why that would be here, but interesting. Oh, yep, we messed that one up. Descending into New Orleans, nice. Keep in mind, we are in a cargo plane, so landings don't matter. Perfect. Okay. Set the park brake. Shut down the engines.
United 2136 Heavy, contact Potomac, departure on 119.85. Good day.
Order 119.85 for United 2136 Heavy.
Okay. All good. Well, thank you so much for joining me, but before we go, let's just take a quick look at what happened on that takeoff. Because, yeah, well, we all know, I know, don't freeze, computer. Come on. Come on. Come on. And now comes the NTSB investigation, yes. Come on. Now that's a news story. Plane crashes and then comes back into the air. That's a nice plane. If my sim loads. Come on. There we go. Okay, so we're at the airport. Okay, for some reason it's showing grass. I just think it's because of the scenery is not loaded. Okay, so there we go. Let's see just what happened. Oh, no, we want it day, please. Or not. So we rotate. We get off the ground and then we sink back down and then into the... Because that's... The runway we took off of was 7,000 feet long, which should have been plenty. That's weird. Because when I rotate, like rotate there, we should have got off the, like, we go up for a bit and then down. Ah. even if the N1 was, or the pressure ratio was slightly less, it still would have been completely fine. That's weird. I guess it's an unsolved mystery of FedEx Flight 284 that magically, ready for this, took off and then went back. Very logical. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me, guys. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next time. So thank you again. I'll see you later.